Good morning, America, live from somewhere in sun and fun, downtown Portland, Maine. This is FrankMargel. Good morning, America. Once again, good morning to all my friends and pals right here in Maine. Today is Tuesday, September 30th, 2014. And I'm going to show you where we are, but I'll give you a little hint. All right, I'm going to read this stone for you today. Can you see that stone? It's going to be noisy out here. We're in a busy section of Portland. So let me read this for you. In 1745, on a high bluff on the opposite corner stood the old windmill from which this millstone was taken. Do you know where this millstone is? Well, if you showed me a picture of this, I may or may not have known, but it's actually, we are actually in Lincoln Park in Portland, Maine. And I'm going to do a little political commentary this morning. So I don't have my walking stick. I got my cowboy hat and I got my umbrella. It's kind of inclement weather out here. Let me show you what's going on. I don't know if you can see the time and temperature building over there, but it's right around the corner there. But it's 52 degrees and it's overcast and it's a bit chilly. It feels more like fall than it does summer. Well, what on earth am I doing in Lincoln Park if I'm not on an adventure? Well, as you know, I listen to talk radio in the morning, and I was listening to Ray Richardson. I met him up at the fair, and I posted a couple of videos and sent him a couple, and he sent some back. And I've been listening to some of his commentary in the morning, and I find that I'm agreeing with some of Ray Richardson's views. And he mentioned this morning something that struck a chord with me, so I wanted to do a little more research and just, spend about 10 minutes while I was getting ready, doing everything else, making breakfast, doing the dishes, getting ready for school, getting ready for my day, and I go, I could invest 10 or 15 minutes into this. So I did. And what's going on is there is a lot of activity pending here at the Cumberland County Superior Court here in Portland, and the actual entrance is on the Newberry Street side, and there's Federal Street right down there, and then Newberry Street's the next street down. And what's going on is the Maine Municipal Association and the town of Westbrook and Portland have filed for expedited relief and a lawsuit. And this lawsuit has a lot to do with the proper administration of the 1996 welfare reform law. And the Maine Municipal Association, what I found out, and the city of Westbrook and the city of Portland don't agree with the manner in which the Department of Health and Human Services here in Maine and Governor Paul LePage's administration are interpreting a federal mandate. So they filed for expedited relief. So our leaders, who we elected to lead, are leading, and well, they're not being followed. So what happens in these cases is an unhappy party, or one that is so aggrieved, will join with others and file a lawsuit. So we may get an interpretation on this law from the courts. It may take a while. I don't know if it's going to get expedited. Go ahead and check your facts. But it seems that the bottom line budget here, and why we elected a strong leader, why we elected a governor, and why we are now facing another election is that we need strong leadership, and we need the cities and the towns and the municipalities or municipal organizations, pardon me. This is a freelance video, so check your facts. We need them to work together and keep these things out of court, but it seems that that's not the case. So here's my remedy. Two things. Number one, who's going to pay for all this? There's going to be taxpayers. That's right. This is going to be expensive. So number two, check your facts. Look into this. I'm not going to get into all the issues that underlay this right now. I'm gonna let this work its way through the courts. But what I'm gonna highly suggest, or what I'm gonna take from all this, is that I'm registered to vote, and I'm ready to vote, and I'm ready to vote for some leaders. And I wish this nonsense would end, but wishing is not going to get it done. So here's my remedy: is register and vote. Vote. Spend 10 minutes or 15 minutes on an issue if you can, or spend all day, whatever it takes. Register to vote. Look into this a little bit, and make a wise decision. And take responsibility. Let's take responsibility as citizens for this. And my other remedy would be is to get involved. Get involved. Take your community back and take responsibility. And the way to do that is actually to vote and then stand by your leaders. So, pardon my political commentary. I'm not an expert at it, but I don't have to be. And I'm going to look into this. I'll try to follow up on this a little bit more. And I'll do my best to keep you posted. But this is coming to a head, and one more thing before we leave on this issue, and I thank you for your time. And go ahead and send me a comment. You'll find me at FrankMargel at YouTube.com. I also post on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and I might be doing something with some of these other social media websites. But before we go, I think it's important that this election coming up, that we get as many citizens involved as possible, and that we exercise our citizenship and our freedoms and our rights. And just give it a moment if you can, and register to vote, and try to be a good steward and a good citizen. Whatever you do, though, what I really wanted to leave this with is not voting is a vote. It's a non-vote. And there are consequences for that. And they can be very expensive. And a non-vote can back up our court systems, our government systems, and slow things down. So whether it's expedited or not, we'll have to wait and see. But this country is free, and you're free to register and vote. One man, one woman, one American, the United States of America. Go ahead, register and vote. And keep me posted, and I'll keep you posted. Have a great Maine Day. No matter where you are, thank you so much for your service to our country. You have a great Maine Day, and I will keep you posted.